Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we are checking out Wayne's World. This was the Patreon poll winner and I am really excited for this movie. This is a movie that I've wanted to watch for a while, but I don't know anything about this movie. I'm pretty sure that there is a Bohemian Rhapsody scene in it at some point. They're like singing in a car and it's parodied quite a bit in film, I believe. But at the same time, I'm not sure if this is this movie, but I think it is. But yeah, I'm just really excited to check this one out. I'm hoping it's going to be really funny. I'm hoping there's just going to be some good jokes, and I don't really know anything else. I don't know the plot of this movie. I don't know if this is kind of like a two bros going around the world sort of deal. You know what I mean? Like two bros hanging out, having a good time, and I don't know what the plot of this movie is going to be, or if there even is going to be a plot, or if it's just going to be like this very chilled out film. I'm also really excited to see Mike Myers in his role in this one. I'm assuming he's Wayne, but he might not be Wayne, but I'm excited to see Mike Myers. I really like him as an actor, and yeah, that's kind of all I have to say on that. And before we get into this reaction, I would like to do the lighting. So let me turn the light and we can decide what color it should be. Boop. Nice. Okay, so the lighting today, I'm going to go orange. I know you didn't expect orange, did you? If you did expect orange, then you can read the future or something, but I'm going orange because the actual title of this movie is in big orange letters. Actually, wait, no, I'm looking at the second I'm looking at the second movie, but I think the first movie also had the title in big orange letters, and so yeah, I'm going to go orange because of that. And let's just get into this reaction. Thank you so much for voting on the Patreon poll if you did, and if you didn't get to vote on the Patreon poll this time, there will be another one in a couple days on Wednesday when this movie comes out on Wednesday. So yeah, thank you so much for voting on the Patreon poll, and I really hope you enjoy this reaction. Yeah, I hope you enjoy my reaction to Wayne's World.
All this week, kids under 6 get every 50.
There's a new pet. Chia pet.
Chia pets are actually coming back. These are getting really big again. Wait. Wayne's World's a TV show? What? That's kind of awesome. This is such a fun show. I want to be on this show. I want to watch this show.
Now, Ron, the question that's on everybody's mind is...
I love how staged this is. Like, no one's looking at each other. It's so wooden.
As you can see, it sucks as it cuts. It certainly does suck.
Get a load of this guy, Cam.
I want you to find out who these guys are and where they do their show. I think we found something that we can sell to Vanderhoff.
No. Don't ruin the vibe of their show, dude.
And we're clear.
Oh, Mike Myers wrote this, or helped write this. That's awesome.
Aurora, Illinois, which is a suburb of Chicago. Excellent. I've had plenty of JoJo.
Excellent.
I have an extensive collection of name tags and hairnets.
Oh my god, this movie's so charming already. It's just like I'm watching the show.
To do Wayne's World for a living. It might happen. Yeah, and monkeys might fly out of the butt.
Both are gonna happen.
Hi.
I like Garth.
Little Bohemian Rhapsody, gentlemen.
Oh, this is it's at the start of the movie too. Okay, yeah.
Whoa, Phil.
Oh, was that it? I thought they were gonna do like the whole song. I feel like that's a little small. Ah, it's still going. Okay. We'll not let you go. No. Oh, mamma mia, let me go. Everyone, when this song hits, when this song plays, everyone in the room has to try and hit that note. If they don't, then they're a failure to the human race. Oh, baby. Oh, I was having so much fun. If a Queen song is in a movie, the movie automatically gets a 5 out of 5. So it doesn't even look like he's singing it. It looks like he's just pretending to be a fish.
On a momento, fellas.
Officer Koharski, how's it going?
Fine.
He's really short.
With the body cavity searches.
No way.
Wait, I inspected 12 individuals myself, inside and out.
Oh my god. Ew.
This is Stan Mikita's Donuts. Excellent Munchables.
It almost feels like we're watching a documentary in a way. I love how it's filmed.
Man in bad, let's call it heroic. Yet if he kills a man in the heat of passion, it's called murder. Hello!
What do you think you're doing?
I don't really have too much to say right
Oh,
now. What's that?
I love Garth. Oh,
Hey, there's your girlfriend, Garth. Yeah.
Garth, you could do it. Ask her out on a date.
Don't you want to open your present?
If it's a severed head, I'm gonna be very upset.
Open it.
What's in the box?
You don't like it? Fine. You know, Wayne, if you're not careful, you're gonna lose me.
She still has the necklace, Wayne, on her neck.
Hey! Hey, how you doing? Garth!
Oh, Garth, man.
Shitty Beatles.
The shitty Beatles, are they any good?
They suck.
Then it's not.
It's not just a... Why is the Mission Impossible theme song playing right now? What the heck? This movie is top tier. Someone say Garth is the Karate Kid. Swing. Oh. Ah, they got the green guys, the green giants or whatever, coming on stage.
Rough night, huh? Everybody's kung fu fighting.
Yeah, not a great one. Not a great one.
I'm there.
I gotta go. The club owner's trying to dig me out of some money.
I love how they acknowledge that there actually is a camera here, but not everyone can see it. It's just like an invisible camera or something. I don't know. It's really awesome. Oliver, that's my building. That's my building right there. Yep, I own this building. I'm actually in it right now. Okay, guys, you can laugh. Laughing is not a crime.
Kids can spot phonies. They're very smart.
Kids know dick. I watch them in my arcades.
Kids. Oh.
I gotta tell you, I think that's brilliant.
Brilliant.
It's kind of brilliant.
Thank you. We'll get right to work on this.
Oh my god, I love it. They made it seem like his idea. They just inceptioned his mind. That's good business. These guys are good.
57, Wayne, parts and labor.
No way. Brutal. Okay.
Brutal.
We were there. Have you gone mental? Hello.
I think we should go now.
Every single line in this movie is pure gold.
Ah.
Why do you own it? You don't own it. I hope these guys are actually nice. I don't think they are though, but they hopefully are.
Swing.
Swing.
Tent pole. She's a babe.
She's magically big.
Swing.
So Claudia Schiffer, we salute you. Showing.
Showing.
Payne, Regional Program Director for Oliver Communications.
Oh, hello.
And I'm Russell Finley. We spoke earlier.
Oliver. It's kind of a play on words. All of our. Oliver.
Go to Aurora anyway and take 2 cashier's checks with you so they at least know that I'm serious. I know that I may be wasting.
How much money is it?
And 2 cashier's checks for $5,000 each.
How much is $5,000 in whenever this movie was made?
I reached across that desk and I grabbed him by his big fat head and I said, "Listen, man, I'm not going to jail for you or anybody."
For you.
I dropped my pen.
I'm not so sure about.
I'll come down with you. I'll come down with you.
Just grew and pulsated and gave birth to baby tongues.
Ew. Ew. What?
Cool, huh?
That's
I
just an
gotta go.
episode? That's kind of sick. Dude, this movie is so creative. The way that they can't... Oh my god. I can't get over it. The way that they do the fourth wall breaks are amazing.
Party, huh, guys?
Okay, this guy needs to cool down. You can tell he's never been to a party in his life. Oh no. Don't you have a girlfriend, my man?
God, she's amazing.
She actually is pretty good. She actually is pretty good, Wayne.
I love you, man.
Thank you.
Thank you. Dance awkwardly out of the situation.
Lowe.
Maybe not. Maybe he isn't. Maybe he isn't. Why does it look like he's just floating? Maybe because he is just floating towards her. He's being pulled in, mesmerized, hypnotized. All of the above. Oh no.
I
I made it funnier because he's just gliding.
Sure.
Okay, I don't know if I hate this guy anymore. I don't know, I'm very conflicted. I'm very conflicted on producer guy.
Hi.
That was easy.
Who's this guy Benjamin?
That was easy.
You guys kick ass. You're double live
Aw.
Bonzo, intensity in 10 cities, live at Budokan. You know, if you guys got a break.
That was a lot of that was a lot of praise. He's so genuine. That's what I love about him.
Careful.
Aww.
Learn how to say I look pretty in Cantonese.
Aww. That's actually really adorable.
Hello, Stacy.
Here, sit right here.
Oh my god. I wonder how bad it is. I really wish I could speak Cantonese and know how bad he is speaking it. Because it sounds very like a brick wall is speaking it, but I'm not sure. That long pause is still getting me. I know this actress so bad and it's killing me. Who is she?
Sometimes I wish I could boldly go where no man's gone before.
Same. Actually, same.
In Latin, she would be called Babia Majora.
If she were a president, she'd be Abraham Lincoln.
Two bros hanging out, having a good time.
No.
Neither did I. I was just asking.
Oh no, Garth, man.
Okay.
Garth. Poor Garth.
You didn't say 2 or 1.
Oh, you don't say 2 or 1.
Why not?
Because you need silence.
4, 3.
Good. Okay.
They all did it. I'm proud of them. I'm proud of them.
Isn't that weird?
That's weird, man. That's weird. Garth.
It is twisted. It is twisted.
Russell.
Oh, hello, Benjamin.
Just finishing up with Sandra, boss.
They'd like to come down and look at a rehearsal.
Yo, yo, yo. Pretending it's a race car or something.
You're creative.
She's the one who came up with the name Noah's Arcade.
I just
Wow,
opened my mouth
that's
and
so-
out it came.
So genius of her.
5, 4, 3.
Guys, you're naughty. Once again.
It makes it okay. Let them nod. Let them nod.
Hey, we're in New York.
I got a gun. Let's get to a Broadway show.
I guess.
I got a gun.
Hi. I'm in Delaware.
Noah and Mimi Vanderhoff? Say.
I've always wanted to go to Delaware.
But after a while, it becomes a part of you.
That's
I gotta go.
He does not care.
Thanks.
That's what she said.
No.
Do you want me to?
You know, Noah, I gotta tell you, I love.
What is happening in this movie? It's so awesome.
Games are played, it's chill, it's fresh, it's Noah's Arcade.
I'd have to say, Asphincter says what?
Ooh, get burned.
Babe.
Well, thank you.
We have a table.
Dude, she's leaving him. She's leaving this bald little Eggman. Oh my god, his dog actually looks the best. His dog looks like him.
One for one.
That is going wild.
Car.
This is what I did as a kid. Literally, this is what I did as a kid. Oh my god.
Incoming.
Oh my
Stacy,
god.
10 o'clock.
Hi, Wayne. Hi.
She's gonna run into something. It was just gonna happen.
You know, Garth, you and I've never really talked.
Garth doesn't talk that much. It's okay.
You know, I thought I had mono once for an entire year. Turned out I was just really bored.
What?
I think I'm gonna put on some tunes.
Hey, what'd you get the CT?
Oh, no one else knows the rest of the words? Is that the joke? The holy guitar.
I know. I'll use the "May I help you" rig.
May I help you?
Yes.
Oh my god. No Stairway to Heaven. Is that just...
Stairway. Denied.
Is that because everyone plays it? It's just like the go-to song on guitar. What the heck? He's good, man. He's good. Oh, this is his dream?
Not.
Excuse me.
He's been having too much time with these guys.
Wayne. Listen, we need to have a talk about Vanderhoff.
This movie is sponsored by Pepsi, Mountain Dew, and Pizza Hut.
Contractor, no. I will not bow to any sponsor.
You see, the thing is, it's probably an actual sponsorship for the movie as well.
Maybe I'm wrong on this one, but for me, the beast doesn't include selling out.
It's actually such a genius way to get sponsorships into your movie. It's kind of like the Truman Show.
About right?
He's just wearing a different outfit completely.
Here, take 2 of these.
This is actually the funniest thing. This is like the funniest thing. This is actually the funniest thing I've ever seen in a movie.
Yes. And it's the choice of a new generation.
I'm gonna die. My head hurts. My actual jaw hurts.
Sandra.
Yeah.
That's so funny. That is the only way I want a movie to do sponsorships from now on.
Yeah, I know what you'd like to do. You'd like to find the guy that did it.
What? This is this guy's problem. What is this guy's problem?
So we can see how black it is before he dies. Well, the world's a twisted place.
This guy, man. Oh, I need to stop. I need to stop laughing.
Hey, how's it going?
It works. This movie's a comedy, so it just makes everything more funny as I'm dying of laughter. Oh my god, he got shot. What the heck? Oh my god, my nose is running.
If you spew and she bolts, it was never meant to be.
Yeah, fair enough. Oh, this is gonna get you the girl, dude. Look at how cool you are dancing right now. Oh, his hips don't lie. His hips don't lie. They're out of control.
Young girls in white cotton panties, waking up in a pool of your own vomit, bloated, purple,
What the
dead on a
heck?
toilet.
What the heck?
Hey, you want to be a busboy the rest of your life? Well, then talk to your boss.
My brother could do that with his stomach. It's so fun. We're doing a sex scene. I love this movie. I actually adore this movie so much.
What floor is this?
The 23rd.
Oh.
Afraid of heights, Garth? Me too.
Costs a lot to live this way.
You know, this might be a tangent, right?
Oh my god, I love Garth and his like secret camera asides. They're so good.
Feeble public access cable show and exploited. Well, I feel sorry for whoever that is.
Oh, Garth.
Here's to your success.
No. Here's to Benjamin.
Cassandra would never do anything with Ben, so I am just worried about Ben exploiting Cassandra at this point. Is he trying to impress her? Get out of here, Ben.
Listen, I thought if you were done here, that maybe we could spend the afternoon together.
No! Ben, let's calm down.
Next stop is St. Louis. Then he's gonna come back through Chicago on his way to Detroit.
He's so aggressive with his movements. It's so awesome.
You know, for a security guard, he had an awful lot of information, don't you think?
Yeah, because the movie needed some exposition. I love it. I love this movie so much. It just incorporates everything. And it like makes fun of movie tropes and everything like that. It's just so fun.
In fact, isn't Milwaukee an Indian name?
Yes, Pete, it is. Actually, it's pronounced Milwaukee, which is a...
Everything is being said so woodenly, like they're just reading it off a script. It's pretty fun.
Almost didn't make it.
I really hope Cassandra's watching.
No, she won't be. She'll be out with Ben.
Hey, there they are.
Oh no, Ben's here.
How's it going?
I think Cassandra could be watching.
Read the cards. You're going to be wonderful, really. Okay?
No, you can't give them stuff to read. They never read cards.
My guys. You're my guys.
I kind of like this guy actually in the green shirt. I kind of like him.
Party on, Wayne.
Oh, they're not even letting them play the intro.
In the cards. Yes.
I told you he'd fall in line.
No.
What is your most popular video game right
It's like their boy.
Are there long lines for your more popular games?
Well,
He blows goats. I have proof. That's kind of funny.
Is Pac-Man really?
well, she has a bow in her head.
That's it? Well, thank you for being on Wayne's World. It was informative and stimulating. Now we're
Stimulating.
Well, I'll see you next week.
Oh, I hope.
Wayne, could you come up to the booth, please?
How long are commercials? Does she even have time?
I'm taking my show with me.
We own the show.
Ah, bite me.
Okay.
Why are you firing the main guy of Wayne's World? What? You can't get some random dude off the street called Paul. It wouldn't work as Paul's World.
You ever see that scene in Scanners when that dude's head blew up?
No, don't talk about Scanners. I haven't seen Scanners. Scanners was also on my Patreon poll.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, strange call, man.
You know, Benjamin had you so snowed. You know what? He's got it for Cassandra.
No way.
Yeah, he does.
Interested in Benjamin because A, chicks think he's handsome. B,
The plane.
I'm gone.
go then.
I am.
Go.
I'm gone.
Go then.
I am. Oh, well, I guess Benjamin will be there too.
Oh, he's producing it. I would
No, you're gonna make everything so bad.
think you better leave.
Fine.
Ah.
I'm being shit on. That's all, shit on. Do you know what really pisses me off? Where you going? Where you going? Okay, come on back.
You know, if you stab a man in the dead of winter, steam will rise up from the wounds. Oh, yeah.
Oh my god. This man needs to calm down. We haven't seen Psycho Girl in a while.
I'm sorry about what I did. Buds?
Buds forever.
Just wish I had Cassandra back. She's in Chicago shooting a video with Benjamin.
Go to Chicago after her.
What are you gonna do with these guys?
Oh, nothing really.
What the heck? What the heck?
Open a door to a room where people are being trained like in James Bond movies.
This movie is so random and it's so awesome.
Let me tell you a little something I've learned about women. They want you to come get them.
You haven't gone to her. Yeah, you haven't gone to her. Wow, that was the most seductive finger lick I've ever seen in my life.
Wait a minute.
No.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
I know. The guy in the limo, Mr. Big. The guy.
Oh my god, this movie, man, is made so well.
Aren't we lucky we were there to get all that information? It seemed extraneous at the time.
Okay. It's almost too easy.
We can only pray.
Everyone, all the characters come right now.
We'll need help.
We'll help.
Yeah. Oh my god, the Fellowship of the Rings. The Fellowship of the Rings. This movie plays on literally every movie trope, and it is the best thing I've ever seen in my life. This looks like the Terminator. Are you Sarah Connor?
Have you seen this boy?
It was. Are you John Connor? It was.
Go home.
No, I'm not going anywhere.
I can't
Sandra,
believe
I
I
love
predicted that
You
joke.
may not believe it.
I can't believe I predicted that joke. No, I didn't do that.
No
I don't mind. Well, I mind.
Oscar clip. Oscar clip.
That there is no film in this camera.
What the heck? This poor guy has to reload it all. Close it.
That when I eat, I get this clicking sound in my jaw.
Shut your yap and get in the car.
Shut your yap. Excellent. I'm gonna start saying that all the time, dude.
Wait up, guys.
Just roll. Log roll. Log roll.
Oh, hi Russell. How's it going?
Hold it right
Please. He has a flashlight. What's he gonna do?
He'd be pralines and dick.
Oh.
okay.
It's been disarmed.
Hi. Hi.
How's it going?
I knew I told you I liked Russell. I told you I liked Russell.
Very late.
Would you mind turning around and placing your hands on the hood, son?
Oh my god.
Check.
The inside of your anus. Turn this limo around. Yeah. Turn this limo around at once. Woo! Oh! He's really small.
Although you're extremely beautiful, I just think it's the wrong time. I'm sorry.
Why do you come all the way here for that?
So moody.
Everything's going wrong. Everything's going wrong. I never expected him to say, dude, what a twist. I think it's funny that we've never seen his parents, even though he's supposed to be at his parents' house.
You were terrific.
No.
As if we'd end the movie like that. Yeah.
Let's do the Scooby-Doo ending.
Good call.
As if we did the movie like that. It's so self-aware, I love it. Oh my god, it was just a fake ending!
Just saw your performance in my limo.
Wow, we got through. Well, that wraps it up. But there's one. Why, it's Old Man Withers, the guy who runs the haunted amusement park.
And I would have got away with it too if it hadn't been for you snooping kids.
The heck is happening? I love this. This is so creative. I've never seen a movie like this before in my life.
I love you, God.
Oh, yay!
Woman.
Dream Woman, still no name or anything.
Because I've learned that platonic love can exist between two grown men.
Body, the right clothes, and a great car can get you far in America. Almost to the top.
This movie is actually amazing.
Good one.
All right. Well, that's all the time we have for our movie. We hope you found it entertaining.
I did.
So thank you for coming. Good night and party on.
Party on, Wayne.
Party on, Garth.
The ultimate after credit scene. I knew there was going to be something else at the end.
You know, I don't think anyone's gonna tell us when to leave.
I'll bet we're just gonna sit here and when they're finished, they'll fade to black.
And that was my reaction to Wayne's World, the 1992 comedy music. It says comedy music, but I guess there is a lot of music in this, starring Mike Myers, Dana, is that how you say his name? Dana Carvey, Tia Carrere, and Rob Lowe. This movie was really, really funny. It was really, really funny. And I didn't know, I was just reading the description of the movie after watching the movie. Didn't know that this movie was an SNL skit turned into a film. I didn't know that. I don't really keep up with SNL. I've never really been a huge fan of SNL. I've never really watched SNL. So I didn't know that Wayne's World was originally an SNL skit and then it was very popular or something and then it was turned into a movie. But I'm so glad that this was turned into a movie. It was so much fun. The comedy was so meta but also so well done. Like, it was very well thought out, and you could see there was a lot of planning put behind the comedy. It wasn't just dumb gags. On the surface, maybe it did look like dumb gags, but there was actually a very knowledgeable source for these gags behind. Like, whoever wrote these gags, like Mike Myers, for example, was one of the writers. The jokes were very smartly written into the script and really added to the movie, in my opinion, no matter how random they seemed. And then the music as well, I thought was really good. And the character interactions, I thought were kind of wholesome, actually, for a movie like this. I thought the character interactions were very wholesome. Getting into the reviews of this movie very quickly before I get into anything else, 7 out of 10 on IMDb and 78% on Rotten Tomatoes. So critics and audiences are pretty alike when it comes to this, but it seems like a lot of people really enjoyed this movie. I wouldn't say it's like the best movie of all time, but I just found this hilarious, and I don't know why. Just something about the humor in this movie, or maybe just because I haven't seen a movie that's been humorous in a long time. Like, I just have been watching a lot of action movies and sci-fi movies. I haven't really watched a comedy in a while. I think maybe I'm mistaken, and I actually watched one recently, and you guys know that, and I just have forgotten it, but maybe that just means it's a forgettable comedy, you know? But this movie was just so much fun, and there is some gags, like the advertising gag just killed me. It absolutely decimated my brain for about 5 minutes. It was so much fun. The music in this movie as well was really, really good. While I didn't really notice a soundtrack for this movie, there were a lot of songs, and I don't know how many of the songs are original pieces and how many of the songs were pieces that were just put into this movie, like Bohemian Rhapsody, for instance. Oh, I can see here on the cast that there is a guy called Alice Cooper, like that's the actual name, and he looks like the guy who played Alice Cooper in the movie, so I think Alice Cooper may have been a real person, or that could have been a real band. I'm not really sure, so I just don't really know how many of the songs. I'm assuming all of the songs, like Wayne's World, I'm assuming was like extended version at least was made for this movie. I'm assuming that anything that Wayne's girlfriend Cassandra would sing was made for this movie, but again, I could be wrong. I don't know how many of the songs are original and how many of the songs were like bought to put into this movie, such as Bohemian Rhapsody. But the music I thought was so good, especially the Bohemian Rhapsody scene was just as I wanted it to happen. I think I watched like Tango and Cash, and that was at the end of that movie where they sang in the car, and I was like, hey, I think that's Wayne's World, even though I've never seen it. And oh my god, it was Wayne's World, and it was just such a good scene. I was kind of sad because I thought it was going, because they kind of played like the first 5 minutes, or not 5 minutes, like first 10 seconds 15 seconds of the song, and then the cut because Wayne gets out of the car to go do something, and I'm like, no, is that the whole scene? That is everything that I've heard about the Bohemian Rhapsody scene, those 15 seconds? But then they get in, and it's like most of the song. It's a good chunk of Bohemian Rhapsody, and it's just so much fun. And I can imagine, I feel like there's just sort of like a cult classicness vibe to this movie, where if you go to a movie theater or something and they play this movie, I feel like people will be singing Bohemian Rhapsody as this movie plays, and I think that would just be such a good time. But yeah, the music in this movie was really enjoyable. There was never a song that I didn't like. There were all the songs I was like, oh, I could, like, I'm not a huge fan of like the heavy rock sort of vibe, like Alice Cooper vibes, for instance, in this movie. I'm not a huge fan of that type of music, that genre of music, but I didn't find it like irritating or like ear grateful or ear grating. Why did I say ear grateful? Like, oh, thank you, ears. No, but ear grating or anything like that. I just, like, I enjoyed the music in this movie quite a bit, and I'm going to look at the soundtrack and see, and just like give it a listen and see if there's any other songs that maybe I would like to download. But getting into the main thing of this movie, which was the jokes in this movie were incredibly well written and just incredible jokes in general. I haven't seen jokes like this in a long time, and I think this movie had the opportunity to get away with all of these jokes as well because of the type of movie it was. It wasn't really trying to take itself seriously. It never actually felt like it was trying to take itself seriously. There were definitely moments where the movie felt like it was going to try and take itself seriously, but then it quickly went back to the goofy old Wayne's World, almost like skit-like sections of the movie. And so when it was trying to take itself seriously, sometimes I felt like maybe it would fall flat. It fell flat a little bit, just because when it, like, the serious message that maybe the movie was trying to push was kind of bogged down by all this goofiness that was happening. And so I felt like maybe it should have just stayed kind of all goofy and maybe not tried to push this more serious message of like how you should kind of be yourself, be your own artist, don't like someone like buy you out, basically, you know? Like, that message was there, but I felt like it was bogged down by the jokes and stuff. But that's like my only complaint. The jokes in this movie were so good, and again, I feel like this movie sort of felt like a skit at times. You know, the most that it felt like that was when he was in the diner, when Wayne and Garth were in the diner, and they open the door, and it's like these people training, and then Wayne's just like, I've always wanted to open a door, and then people are training like they're in a James Bond movie, and then they close the door, and then they sit back down and continue their conversation. Like, if you cut that out the movie, nothing would have changed, but it was in the movie, and it was so much fun, and I'm so glad it was in the movie. So like that's, for example, like that is why I think the movie sometimes felt like a skit, but in a good way, you know, like the skits worked with the movie. I loved the way the camera interacted with the characters. I loved the way the camera interacted with Garth, especially how Garth would like look at the camera, look to the side, or look under the table, and you'd expect to follow, and it's like, it kind of felt like I was the camera, you know, I was looking at it. Or sometimes the movie felt like it was a documentary, and sometimes it felt like it was on the show. I loved when the titles would come up on the bottom, like the actual text would be like Oscar clip or something like that, you know. Like, and then Mike Myers is pretending to cry and stuff. Like, I love that. The jokes are so funny, but my favorite joke was the advertising joke, because as if you've been watching my reactions, I'm sure you have, if you're watching this video, then you know that I like to look at who is trying to sponsor this movie. I like to be like, oh, Pepsi's sponsoring this video, or Evian Water sponsoring this video, or something like that. But in this one, they just took that and then they just made a joke out of it, and they just had the characters sponsoring like Pizza Hut, Doritos, Reebok, and then like these headache pills, and it was just so much fun. I loved that sequence, especially. I think I loved that just the most, because it was just something that I like to pick at in movies, and then this movie is basically making fun of that. But in a way, that's also the sponsorships for this movie, because I'm sure companies would love for Mike Myers to be eating Doritos while talking about Doritos and stuff like that, or showing Pizza Hut while eating pizza, you know. So it was like an actual ad, but it's meta because they're basically saying it's also an ad. And I don't know, it was just a really, really good joke. Also, the Terminator gag, that was so funny. I don't know why I thought it was the Terminator. Whenever I see a cop now, like in a movie, walking by himself on a motorcycle, I think it's the Terminator from Terminator 2. I think it's that guy, and it was, and I love that. And I remember what he looked like from obviously Terminator 2, but then when I watched The Last Action Hero with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and then he's kind of, there's this cameo guy in the background, and I was like, oh, I spotted him. And so he's popping up in a bunch of movies, this guy. So this movie was so kind of random that I was like, it's definitely possible, like anything is possible in this movie. But then I thought I was joking, like I definitely was joking when I said it's a Terminator, and then it was, and I don't know, that just kind of blew my mind a little bit. I really love that as well. What else I liked about this movie that wasn't just the jokes, the really smart and witty and fun jokes. Like, honestly, I haven't heard jokes like this in a long time. Like, there was a lot of care and thought put into each joke to make them feel cohesive within a scene. But what else I liked about this movie were the characters and the character interactions. Mike Myers' character Wayne, and Dana, or is it Donna? I think it's Dana Carvey's character Gareth were amazing. Or Garth, sorry, not Gareth, Garth. They were amazing. Their bromance that they had, their chemistry that they had together, they really felt like friends, and I loved the way that those characters interacted. But what I liked even more was Wayne and Cassandra's relationship, especially Cassandra's character, because Cassandra, there's a lot of instances in movies like this where you have these two main male leads, right? And then you have this female character who's like the girlfriend, and maybe she doesn't really get that much character development. She's just kind of there. But Cassandra had so much character development. She was like such a unique person in this movie, and having her as well as a super strong character with Wayne and Garth, I don't know, it just really made this movie so good. And her chemistry with Mike Myers, and just like her performance with Wayne, and just everything about her and Wayne's connection really in this movie just really worked for me, and I really enjoyed them in this film. Also, the ending, the Scooby-Doo ending was, I've never seen an ending like that. I've never seen a movie like this. The Scooby-Doo ending was so much fun, but I loved the three endings. There was like this horrible ending, there's a Scooby-Doo ending, and then there was like morals, kids. Morals, like force feeding these morals down kids' throat, just like a lot of movies do. A lot of movies do that, and I really liked this ham-fisted message. This really ham-fisted message that they weren't basically trying to take themselves seriously, and I loved this movie so much. Getting into the cast now, I guess I just talked about the cast for a little bit, but I will just go over it a little quickly. So Rob Lowe as Benjamin, he was fine in this movie. He was obviously my least favorite character out of like Mike Myers, Dana Carvey, Tia Carrere, I think, and Rob Lowe. He was definitely my least favorite, but he was still good. I loved his message at the end, and I learned that having like nice hair and good looks and a nice outfit and lots of money, you know, when he said all that, I loved that. But as a whole, I thought his character was the least interesting out of all of them. He was just like kind of a more boring villain antagonist sort of deal. But I still thought he had some good jokes here and there. I thought Rob Lowe did a good job. Tia Carrere as Cassandra, she was so much fun in this movie. She was so much fun. I loved her character. She was a lot different than I thought. I was really hoping she'd have a lot of screen time, and she did have a lot of screen time. She had a lot of personality. She had a lot of heart. I loved her affection towards Wayne. I loved just her personality in general. She was really good at singing, which I didn't expect. I thought she was going to be bad at singing because they said when they were first going to the thing that everyone at this place was kind of trash, but she was actually good at singing, and I really liked that as well. I loved her music, and I don't know, everything about her character I loved. I thought Tia Carrere did a really good job. Dana Carvey as Garth. I'm so sorry if I'm saying his name wrong. It's Dana, and I don't know if it's Dana or Dana. I think it's Dana. I don't know why it would be Dana, but it could be Dana. I'm so sorry if it's Dana, but I'm gonna say Dana Carvey as Garth. He was awesome in this movie. I loved his chemistry with Wayne, and I just loved his character as well. I loved the asides he had with the camera, going like, "Do you trust this? Do you trust this guy?" I loved how awkward he was and everything. Like one of my favorite scenes is when he's just like he's like, "Thank you," because the guy's like, "I love you," and he's like, "Thank you," and then he just starts awkwardly dancing out of the situation. He's just so relatable on so many levels. I loved him. I thought that he did an amazing job at playing this awkward but really kind of awesome and friendly guy. I thought Dana Carvey did an amazing job. And finally, Mike Myers as Wayne. So good. So good. He was so much fun. I think for me, he was definitely the life of this movie. He brought the energy, he brought the charm, he brought the wit, and all of his jokes landed. He had so many lines of dialogue in this movie. He had so many witty jokes, witty moments, a lot of expressions. He was very expressionful, I think, in this movie. He had a lot of lines like excellent, you know. There are a lot of quotable lines that he said in this movie, and I feel like now that I've seen this movie, I'll go back and watch other movies and be like, oh my god, this is a Wayne's World quote or something that I just never gotten before, because I feel like this movie definitely kind of has a place in the comedy realm of movies, you know. I feel like this movie is definitely quoted quite a bit in film, but I just have to go back and actually watch movies again. I got to watch other movies because I'm sure that it's going to be, like, some quotes are going to be in them, but I thought Mike Myers did an exceptionally good job as Wayne. And that is it for my reaction and review to Wayne's World. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you did enjoy this movie. I certainly did. I'm sorry if I laughed too much or anything like that, but there's definitely that segment in the middle where it was like 5 minutes of me just laughing nonstop. I could not stop myself, but yeah, I'm sorry that ruined the reaction for you. But I honestly could just not help it. I couldn't stop laughing. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this movie. I know I really did. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time for my next movie reaction.